Hey guys, you like this new camera? It's my phone. It's nice. It's real nice. Ooh, ooh, the light adjusts. That's great. I love it. I love it. I'm kind of whispering because my stepdad's at home and he doesn't really know how to YouTube channel and he's not really into witchy stuff. So this might become an ASMR video. But anyways, I don't want to be loud. I have 20 questions that Ash the Storm Witch and Jenn the Taxidermy Witch have given me, and Ash Storm Heathen. Storm Heathen is her YouTube name, but Ash is her real name. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Their links will be down below. I have 20 questions that they have given me on the event of me hitting 100 subscribers. Not that big of a step, but baby steps matter. So, in this video, I'm going to be answering all 20 of these questions. And, yeah, so, we're going to do that. Should I make this ASMR video? I don't want him to come in. Let me lock my door. We're gonna make this ASMR video. Alright. I hate this. Okay, so Jenn asked me how did I get into bones? Like into collecting them and stuff like that. It started about 2 years ago whenever we moved into this new house that we're in now. We moved out of the trailer park into this trailer now house, because in my opinion it's only a trailer whenever it has underpinnings. This does not have underpinnings nor a little latch to hook it up and move it. So this is a house. The trailer park was out in the middle of nowhere, and now we live right next to a highway and easy access to all types of animals, corpses. Also, I went out into the woods and I found a skull just laying out there. That skull has now been sent to Jenn. So eventually you'll be seeing a video from Jenn doing an unboxing of things I have sent her, and in that box you will see that skull. So I've also found jaws of animals, all types of feathers out in the woods, just chilling, you know. The jaw that I found in the creek, I found it in the creek. Like, an animal died and somehow its jaw got into the creek. In one of my forest adventure aesthetic videos, I don't remember which one, I walk across the creek and you see in real time me picking up the jaw. Like, I was ecstatic. I think I actually had to redo that video a couple times because I was so excited. But yeah, I gave that one to my mom. It was a possum jaw. So yeah, I got into it about 2 years ago whenever we moved in this new house, and I had more access to those type of oddities. But ever since I was little, I had a little Altoids can full of insects that my dad gave to me a couple years back, and he's like, oh, look at these little memories that you have. And I actually have some of those still, like, to this day, like the June bugs and the butterflies and the bees and that sort of thing. So that's the answer to how did I get into bones. Second question is, have I ever been made fun of for liking bones, and if I have any stories about it? I'm really open about it. I don't give two snickerdoodles about what anybody thinks about me, because I do what makes me happy as long as it doesn't hurt anybody that hasn't hurt me first. I'm very open about who I am and what I do. People at school, I tell them and they're like, what, that's weird, and then I show them pictures and they'll be like, so do you sacrifice them? I'm like, no, that's not a thing I do. People make the sacrificing jokes because they're like, oh, you're a witch and you're into dead things, you sacrifice things. I'm like, not exactly. I'll get into that in a later question. But, yeah, I'm made fun of, but I'm really hard to hurt, so I think it's just like a joke, so I don't take it seriously. I really don't care. Since you're nearly 18, my birthday's Tuesday on the 27th of November. Find me on GoFundMe. Okay. Anyways. Since you're nearly 18 now, how old were you when you began? I'm guessing practicing? Practicing witchcraft knowingly, probably 3 or 4 years ago. I have been unintentionally doing it since I was very young, probably around 6 to 8 years old. I used to do a lot of knot work. I had like a little bed frame, like at the foot of the bed, and it was bars, and I had a lot of ribbons, and I would tie ribbons and knots and like put my emotion into them. I was in a very abusive home whenever I was younger. That person's gone, trust me. And I would put all my emotions into those little ribbons, and I basically had like little tassels all the way across from emotions. So yeah. If you're asking about the bones 2 years ago, so 16, maybe 15, and bugs my entire life. I've always collected feathers and bugs. What show or movie best represents witches? I should have reread these questions. Best represents us. They all have some sort of twist that makes it unrealistic. Like, Jenn did a video on Hocus Pocus and how it's bogus. And, you can watch her video on that. The Craft is very, like, exaggerated. American Horror Story is very exaggerated. I don't know. I can't give you an answer to that one, because I don't really watch a lot of them. I have not watched The Witches of East Wing or whatever it is. I haven't watched Charmed. I haven't watched The Good Witch or The Bad Witch or whatever the show is. There's probably both. I don't know. I haven't seen them because modern witchy movies get on my nerves. Like, screw those. They piss me off. 5, what movie or show worst represents them? I agree with Jenn. Hocus Pocus is bogus. Okay? Hocus Pocus is bogus. Alright. If you were stranded, what 5 witchy items would you bring? I guess tarot. That seems kind of witchy, so tarot. I'm looking around. Honestly, I don't really need anything else. I guess I would do like some type of herb. Sage maybe, rosemary, I don't know. What are other things we do? Crystals. Clear quartz, because it's a all-purpose use. Candle, white candle, and a lighter, because you're gonna light it. I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Plus, if I was stranded and I had a lighter, I could light stuff on fire, and then people would find me. So, I think. All right. Favorite style of meditation and how you incorporate into your craft. Okay, so, I know some people do like meditation to do this and that and this and that. I only do one type of meditation. So, to relax myself and to like cleanse myself. Well, those are two different things. Cleansing, like, breathe in, yellow gold light, and you let out the dark. So as you breathe in more white, more black comes out, and then as more and more leaves, it gets a lighter and lighter color of black, and then eventually it gets gray, and then white, and then you're clean. If you would like a guided medication, oh boy, if you would like a guided meditation on that type of thing, leave a comment down below. I would love to do that for you guys. Do you have magical journals? Yes, I have several. In my witchy cabinet tour, I showed you guys a couple. I have a dream journal that I never use because I'm unmotivated. I have a tarot journal that I do tarot readings in. I used to use it all the time, but now I only use it for my customers. I have a witchy shop, so if you would be interested in that, links down below as well. I have a palmistry book that I only use for my customers. I have a Taxidermy book that I only use for my customers, and I have a Ouija board book that I only use for my spirit board sessions. So, because I have very bad memory, and if somebody comes back for another reading, or I go back onto a spirit board and the same thing comes up, or the same person wants another reading having to do with past reading or session, I can go back and look. 3 must-have herbs. Sage, rosemary, bay leaf. These next questions are from Ash. So, okay. What is your favorite element to work with? I love the element of earth. Like, I've always resonated with the element of earth. I'd have to say that the element I least resonate with is probably air. I don't know. I got really bad lungs. This is a joke, but it's not a joke. Like, I mean it in a joke, but it's a serious thing. I was born with extremely small lungs, considering I was born exactly a month early, so I don't know. I make jokes that I'm not that good with air because I have such small lungs. Also, fun fact, because I keep yawning does not mean that you're tired. Well, okay, let me explain this. Yawning is a way to get more air into your system, and a reason why it's associated with you being tired is because when you're tired, your body does its natural breathing process, therefore getting more oxygen into your system, and yawning is just a way to get more oxygen into your system whenever you're lacking. So, I just had a yawn attack. Well, okay. What divination do you practice? I mainly practice tarot and Taxidermy. I'm thinking about doing a Taxidermy Tuesday or tea leaf reading Tuesday. Tea Tuesday? Tea Tuesday. I like Tea Tuesday. Tuesday. No, that don't work. Where I talk about what's been going on, a witchy topic, maybe witchy news or something like that every Tuesday. Next Tuesday's my birthday, by the way. And while doing that, I drink tea, and then after I finish doing my topic or reading my tea, whichever one comes first, I read the tea leaves, and I think that'd be a fun idea. Like, nobody else does that, so don't steal my idea. I'm original. I have the next part was what all divinations have you tried? I've tried wax, smoke, fire, palmistry, crystal ball. I've tried a lot, but I mainly only practice Taxidermy and tarot. Is there a time where witchy intuition has saved you from a negative situation? Not intuition, but maybe a coincidence. All the time, something will come up where I am postponed from doing something, and if I was not postponed from doing this certain thing, I would have gotten into an accident, like car wreck, or been in the way of harm during a situation like that. So that type of thing has happened, but I have really bad memory, and I can't remember a specific time whenever I was like, this doesn't feel right, and I didn't do it. I'm sure it's happened before, but I can't think of a specific moment when that has happened. So I hope that answered your questions. What is the strangest thing you've ever utilized in a spell? I would have to say vulture poop. You may be wondering how I acquired such a thing, and all I have to say is I have a area out in the woods that I have placed many I was yawning. I was yawning.
Oh, she was yawning.
I have a place where I put animal corpses and let them rot, and sometimes vultures will come and swarm and that type of thing. And one day, last year at Thanksgiving, not only did I have a corpse out in the woods, there was also a turkey that was bad, and we had to throw it out. So there was lots and lots of vultures and lots of poop. So yeah, I used it in a not so nice spell. What's the most... Oh, do you have any unpopular opinions in the craft? Do you believe in an unpopular opinion among the craft? That's the way to put it. That's the way to put it. I don't believe in the threefold law. Yeah. I did a video explaining that whole thing before, so if you're interested in my explanation of that, links down below. How active are you in the witchy community? I'm quite active compared to some people. I have a YouTube channel, a witchy shop, and I also run a witchy amino. Links to all those are down below. Plus you're on the YouTube channel, so you're there. I'm not as active as I used to be. Oh my gosh. You see what I'm doing? I'm not as active as I used to be. I used to be posting all the time on the community. I used to be posting all the time on this channel. And just recently I've started posting a lot on my, well, not a lot, but like planning posts, because in December I'm having a big launch where each day throughout the celebration of Yule, I will be launching new products on my shop. And I'll be giving you guys previews and discount codes on this channel, so subscribe in order to be a part of that. Okay, next. What is your greatest experience being a hereditary witch? So, if you didn't know, my mom's also a witch, and we're pretty sure that people before her in our family were witches, but there's a big family thing going on where somebody wasn't actually somebody, and now we're trying to find out who their real somebody is and all of that. So, we're not sure if she's a hereditary witch, but I am. And my greatest experience is probably her taking me to the store and buying things. We don't normally work together on spells. I don't like working together on spells like that. I do a lot of tarot readings for her, and her and my tarot deck do not get along because my tarot deck is very straightforward, and so is my mother. My mom does not like being told the truth all the time. She doesn't like complete honesty, so whenever my deck says something and my mom's like rewords the question so she can get a different answer, my deck will be like, no, this is the answer. Stop asking. You're stupid. Okay, listen to me. You want to know the answer? Here's the answer. Like, yeah. Also, if you want to buy my services on my in my shop, and it's a tarot reading, please be wary of that, because she will hurt your feelings if you don't really want to know the answer to the question. What is it? Are there any things that you refuse to use in the craft? Earlier I mentioned sacrificing things, and I will not sacrifice an animal or a person. I may use fur or bones of an animal that has already been deceased that I have not killed. I never kill anything that I use in my craft. I have been around animals that have died, like not animals, insects that were in the process of dying, like a little bee. It was a little tiny honeybee, and it was laying on the ground dying, and it was like it couldn't get up and fly. And I'll help insects up with like a leaf, and I'll place them over there, and I'll let them sit there. And then if they're still there, after a while, I'll check up on them. If they're still alive, I'll talk to them and things like that, and say, if you need to pass on, it's okay. You're gonna be fine. It's all right. You've done your purpose right here, and you can move on. And I'll be like all nice and stuff like that. The lunar moth video I did a while back, that's one of the examples that I got on camera. I may use like insects in spells, but I will not sacrifice live animals or humans. That's not a thing I do. I have sacrificed spider eggs. I have sacrificed 2 or 3 live spiders, but that's it. Yeah. And I only sacrificed the spiders because I was working with a deity that is associated with spiders, and now I don't really work with deities anymore, so I don't really sacrifice anything anymore. That was a little deity phase that I went through. Yeah. Have you incorporated the craft into your new job? Hey. If you didn't realize, recently I did a spell on how to get a job and attract money, and the day after that I got a job. I was applying to a bunch of places, so it was kind of like I saw it coming. I was gonna get a job, and I did. I have not really incorporated anything into my job. I've done like glamour spells and things like that to make me seem more appealing to the customers, because I've been told I am very I'm not gonna cuss, witch-faced, and I can be intimidating, so I wanted to do a spell to make me seem not so intimidating, because I'm a host at a restaurant and you don't want to seem like a witch, you know. Ironic. You don't want to seem like a witch whenever you're serving and trying to please customers, so I don't know. Everybody seems to like me. People will come in and be like, is she working? And if they're like, no, they walk out. So get out of here, boys. I'm here. But no, I did have the first couple of weeks I was at my job, I had this weird little thing where I would unintentionally sit people right next to people that they knew. Like, I would go to sit them down, you know, like a host does, sits them down at the table, and they'd be like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in forever. And they would get to be next to somebody that they haven't seen in a while, and it was nice. But now it doesn't really happen anymore. I think it was just like beginner's luck or something. And the last question from Ash is, what is your most successful spell? In previous video, I have talked about my most successful spell being my plant healing spell, which was my first actual spell. But now I think that my most successful spell was a relationship growth spell. Let me show you what I did. Can I switch? Oh god. Can I Can you, like, stop? Can you flip cameras on this? No. Alright. Okay, well. Let me get up here. Kitty, hush. Alright, so. I did this little, like, hanger thing. It's got a bag with some herbs and things in it. Pine cone, seashell, piece of apple, 2 crystals. There's different types of herbs hanging around it. There's a rose here. This is twine. But it was to help grow my relationship that briefly ended and we got back together. Oh gosh. So I think that would be my most successful spell as of now anyway. So yeah. Oh. Okay. Okay. So that's all for this video. It's quite a long one because I talk a lot and I yawn a lot. That's a problem. Anyways, I answered all those questions. If you have any more questions for me, please leave them down below. I may do them in my 200 mark video if I get there. And thank you so much for watching if you watched it all the way through. All the links that I mentioned throughout the video are down below. I also have links to the 2 lovely ladies that provided us with these wonderful questions also down below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.